I hope everyone are in their places. So before we start, please let's make sure that everyone's ready in all the rooms. Our training today is going to be translated into 6 different languages. So I hope you guys are all ready. We can start, right? Please give me some pluses in the chats because I'm following the Russian chat on my right, the English chat right in front of me. And I'm sorry I can't be in the Hindi, Arabic, Italian, and Spanish chats at the same time. But I know a person who can. But you don't know that person, so I'm not going to tell you about him. Okay, so we can start, right? Let me check again. Yes. Okay. So hello, everyone, and welcome to day 1 of our 5-day training course, MLCI Mastery Bootcamp. If you want to learn about dreams and goals and their importance in our lives, about effective communication, how to build strong relationships, how to develop your business strategy in MLCI, and how to use your time efficiently, then you are in the right place and at the right time. It's 1 day, 1 key skill. So this is a training course mainly focused on those who want to understand and make their first steps in this business, the business of multi-level crowd investing. Of course, it doesn't mean that it wouldn't be useful for seasoned leaders. Experienced leaders are kindly asked to invite their newly registered partners to this training because it will help expand their network even bigger. Because in this business, when your downline grows, people who you are invited, you grow too. So don't worry if your newly registered users miss day 1, because we're going to have a recording and they can watch the recording and catch up with the rest of us. And as I said, it's going to be a 5-day training followed by a product presentation and the training on MLCI business on Saturday, this Saturday. So make sure you attend the event on Saturday if you want to become a client, and make double sure to attend if you want to become an MLCI business professional, business partner. Next week, we are going to hold another 5-day training sessions. And on week 3, we expect our leaders to step up, take the initiative, and start doing the same in their regions. In the end, there will be a leadership training from consultants and above, for consultants and above, and for those who want to take this particular business seriously. And as usual, please make sure that you have your pen, piece of paper, or a notebook to write your thoughts down before they fly away. And we can go to the next slide. Okay, this is our speaker, Mila. She's going to be, or maybe she's not going to be attending today, but probably she will. You never know. So we're going to have, among our speakers, this is a good way to put it, Mila Serdyukova. She's a representative of the Presidential Council. She's a professional multidisciplinary investor. You can go yourself down the list and see all the regalia, all the title this wonderful lady has gained throughout her career in MLCI. And then we can go to the next slide and see what we have there. There we have another wonderful speaker who is going to be, I'm told, speaking today in the second half of our training, Arnold Murnieks. He's another person who doesn't really need introduction because we all know him, we all love him. But for those who are really newcomers in our community, I can give you a short overview. He's a representative of the Presidential Council, an entrepreneur like most of us here, a top check in the company. He's the resident of the MLM Network Entrepreneurs Hall of Fame. He's been nominated and awarded top 20 best recruiters in the world. He's an investment consultant, a broker, regular investor. So basically, again, you can read all the regalia yourself, because today we are focused mainly not on reading, but on getting trained. So let's go to the next slide. And here you have yours truly. My name is Denis Pugac. As you can see, I'm the head of the interpretation department. So probably you heard my voice regularly, because I've been translating for our company for the last 4 years, I think, since late 2018. And now you can put the face to the voice. Usually they say face to the name, but in my case, it's different. And it's a little bit awkward to be talking about myself, because after all, I repeat, we're here to train. So I suggest we move on to the next slide right away. Okay, let me take you quickly through our agenda. First, we're going to talk about dreams and the power of dreams. Then we're going to give you a technique that will help you prioritize your goals. It's called the pyramid of goals. Then we'll talk about creating a vision for your MLCI career. And finally, we'll discuss strategies how to make your dreams and goals reality, how to turn them into reality. And it wouldn't be a proper training, of course, if we didn't have a home assignment for you at the end of each session. So make sure, please make sure you do your homework, because we are not going to check it. You are doing your homework for your own benefit. It's how you put your freshly obtained knowledge into practice. And if you don't do it, then the only person that you are going to cheat is yourselves. Let's go to the next slide and finally start our training. So first of all, I would like to say that everything in our lives starts with a dream. Dreams breathe life into everything we do. You can use your dreams to inspire yourself, to shape your life, and to give meaning to your life. Walt Disney said that all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. And this saying reminds me that no matter where we come from, like no matter what our origin is, or what happens in life, as long as you believe in your dreams, as long as you have courage not to give up, to keep moving forward, you're going to get there. And to understand how dreams have the power to shape our goals, shape our work, and shape our lives, I would strongly recommend that everyone read John Maxwell's book, Your Roadmap for Success, if you haven't done it already, of course. And I like how he compares dreams to a compass that tells us the direction we should travel. Because until we identified the right direction, we'll never know for sure whether we're making any actual progress, whether we're making 2 steps forward and then 1 step backward and not the other way around. And to continue this compass metaphor, let me ask you a question. Have you ever met a truly successful person who didn't have a clue where they were going in life or what they wanted in life? And I don't think so. I mean, I don't think you really met such a person. I don't think they exist, because almost every success story or greatest achievement had a dream behind it, an idea that turned into a dream. And we all need something worthy to go for. And the dream serves exactly this purpose. So we should dare to dream and then act on that dream. And we should do it in spite of all possible obstacles and barriers. History is filled with men and women who faced hardships and achieved success. For example, one of my favorite examples, and you'll understand why, the Greek orator Demosthenes stuttered. He had speech impediment. And the first time he wanted to make a public speech, he was laughed at and then had to leave the stage. but he had a dream of being a notable speaker. Now you understand the connection. So he pursued that dream. They say he used to put pebbles, like little stones, in his mouth and practice speaking over the sounds of the crashing waves at the seashore. And his persistence paid off. He lived his dream. He became the greatest orator of the ancient world, the greatest public speaker. Next slide, please. And now, before we continue, I'd invite everyone to watch this very inspirational video that personally never fails to send shivers down my spine. And then we'll continue talking about dreams. So, dear moderators, please play the video.
Listen, friend, I want to ask you something. I want to ask you what we normally forget, but it is very important. I suppose it is the most important thing you could hear from me right now. So listen carefully. Here's what I want to ask you to do. Dream. Dream like a child. Sincerely, with an open heart. Dream as if nobody has ever said this awful phrase to you. Dreams don't come true. That's a lie. Your dreams will come true if they are yours. If you believe. If you act. Dream. Dreams inspire. Dreams motivate and move to act. Dreams make you get out of bed and fill you with energy. Dreams make you happier, as you cannot dream about something bad. Dreams give you wings. Dream. Dream. The dream is your vector. A dream with faith and movement forwards is a goal, and the goal is certain. It gives direction. Without a dream, you are blind. You don't know where to go. You're a flugel spinning in place, a splinter carried by the turbulent flow of life wherever it pleases. Be a sheep. Dream. Live consciously. Live a full life. Dream. It is dreams that fill our lives with meaning. Don't exist. Live. I beg you. We did not come into this world to just work, exist, to fight for our place under the sun. We came to dream and thereby create. Dream. Don't look back. Dream about your own, not what you were told. However small your dream is, it is yours. Make it come true and dream about something else that is important to you. Dream after dream, dream after dream. This is life. Do you understand? This is what life is about. Dream, I beg you. Otherwise, others will dream for you. But then you will not live your life, but theirs. And you will make the dreams of others come true, not yours. Do you want this? If this is what you live for, if this is what you dreamed about when you were little, when you loved and knew how to dream, listen, friend, stop. Don't run. You won't make it on time without a dream anyway, if you don't know where to run. Don't waste your time. Don't waste time at all. It is the most important thing you have. I never understood how you could kill time. Stop. Remember what you dreamed about as you did dream sometime before. Dreamed that you would grow up and become someone successful, someone important, significant. You'd become a scientist, artist, doctor, sportsman, cosmonaut. You dreamed about traveling the whole world, discovering new things, creating a masterpiece, leaving a memory of yourself, or simply without knowing how, but dreamed you would definitely be happy. And then for some reason, you stopped, grew up. This world was created by dreamers, madmen. Nobody believed in their dreams. And those people said, hey, this is impossible. Stop being silly. Do something serious. Everything great that we appreciate, use, take selfies in front of was once someone's dream. someone's impossible fantasy, someone's goal and faith. Dream, friend, wherever you may be, whoever you might have become. It is never too late to make your dream come true. Think, what would you be doing right now if you were not surviving? What do you truly want? Ask yourself. People are made to discover and create. You can't not want anything, not strive towards anything. It is abnormal. Do you understand? Now is the high time to start. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not from Monday. Now, start dreaming. Dream big and dream small. See yourself and the world the way you like it. Create it in your fantasies, your mind first. Draw your masterpiece. Dream, believe, act, and never give up. Never. You hear me? Never give up and never betray your dream. I believe in you, friend, and you should too. Start dreaming.
Oh, this is a very, very inspirational video. Literally every time I watch it, I hear it in Russian, in English. It's like I feel goosebumps. And then I watched it in Italian as well because I kind of speak Italian. So the same, the effect is the same across all different languages. And every time you feel down, every time you feel blue, just watch it. I mean, it doesn't take much of your time, and then you can watch it like when you're doing something menial, like when you're washing your dishes or vacuuming your apartment. Doesn't matter if you're doing your workout, just watch it and you'll see like everything stops being gray and starts like acquiring new colors. At least that's how it works for me. So I mean, everyone is different. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, the next slide is about the formula of your dreams. And as you can see, it is split in two processes, spiritual and physical. And each of these two processes has three components. And we will go through all of them one by one. And the first component here is dreams at the top. And I would call on everyone to start dreaming. You dream big and you dream often. And then share your dreams with friends and family. Because when others know what you want from life, they can help you stay on track towards your dream. And if your friends laugh at your dreams, because it happens, then find new friends. And make sure you write down your dreams or create some kind of visualization of your dreams, like a dream board, a collage. Because seeing what you want will motivate you and make you work harder to get what you want. For example, you can take a magazine and cut out pictures of the places that you want to go on your holiday, for example, or a house you want to live in, because it helps you visualize it. And what matters here is that you should put on that board your dreams and not what other people think you should have. And if you have difficulties in identifying your dream right now, don't hurry. You don't need to do it in one day. Give yourself time to truly realize, acknowledge your dreams. And later in the training, by the way, we will give you a technique how to prioritize your dreams and know on which dream to work first and which dream can wait until its time has come. So the next element is desires. Desires are about what you want right now. Desires are like those little things that get you excited about each day. And dreams are vital, no argument there, but they can only sustain you for a while, because if you see nothing happening that gets you closer to your dream, then those dreams often fade. And with them, your hope fades as well. So your desires sometimes may not be necessarily seem to be connected to what you actually want, but they are paving the way towards your dream. The next element is beliefs. In essence, dreaming, especially dreaming big, is about believing in oneself and in one's abilities. And as we have already mentioned, it's about having the courage to pursue our dreams. It's about breaking free from limiting beliefs, from self-doubt and fear of failure. And I would like to look into some of the limiting beliefs that kill our dreams even before we get started. So number one would be this one. Some people believe that they don't have enough time to achieve their dreams. But the actual reality is that everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. And it is very important that we evaluate how we spend this time. Because keeping track of your daily activities can reveal to you that you actually have more time than you thought you had. And our training course has a whole session dedicated to effective time management. So if you want to succeed, please make sure that you attend that session. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be on Friday. Another limiting belief that stops people from pursuing their dream is that they think they lack talent. But it's already common knowledge that success is 95% about hard work and only 5% talent. We can go even further. Albert Einstein said that genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. So practicing and honing your skills can improve your results, your performance immensely. Another roadblock for many people is procrastination, or I will do it later mindset, mentality. So people put off pursuing their dreams and tell themselves, well, there is a better time to start doing it later. The best time to begin is now, in this moment. And delaying this moment will make your journey way longer. And you know what I personally hate the most? It's when people say, I will start something from Monday. Or even worse, sometimes they say, I will start it from the new year. And I remember 4 years ago, the first day I started going to the gym was the 30th of December. And I don't know about your culture, but in our culture, the New Year's Eve is the time when we eat ourselves full, like silly full, until our stomachs begin to hurt. And then we all make ourselves like a big promise that starting from the 2nd of January, we go on a diet. And I told myself, screw that. I'm going to start my healthy lifestyle today. And it was not the 1st of January, 2nd of January. It was on the 30th of December. And I've been going to the gym ever since, 3-4 days a week. Another thing we shouldn't do is compare ourselves to others, because there will be always people who are better, faster, stronger, and smarter than you. And comparing yourself to others can undermine your self-esteem, your motivation. But comparing yourself to someone who is worse than you, weaker, less intelligent, will stop you from progressing. The takeaway here is that only person that you should compare yourself to is actually you. So the next element is goals. And by the way, this is where we shift from the spiritual process to the physical one, because this is where you start making actual steps towards your dreams. So start by asking yourself, what do I have to do to achieve my dreams? Or what steps do I have to take to achieve my dreams? And those steps will be your goals. And be very, very clear about what those steps or goals are and what it will take you to reach each of them. And most importantly, what your timeline is, because only dreams with a timeline become goals. So let's say you are dreaming about owning your own house. So what would be your tentative short-term and long-term goals? Your short-term goals would include, for example, saving for an advance payment, a down payment. So you identify a specific amount you want or have to save within a certain time frame. Then your next goal would be to improve your credit score. And you improve your credit score by paying bills on time and stop taking out those stupid consumer loans to buy things that do not draw you closer to your dream, like new smartphones, if the old one is still working. It's just an example. And then you would research the market, the housing market, to know the prices and the trends. And your long-term goal would be creating a budget that would account for your mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, maintenance costs, etc., etc. In other words, while dreams are completely free, goals will need some investment from you, like your time, your efforts, or money. Next is planning. Your goals need to have a concrete plan to follow in order for you to achieve those goals within the established time frame. A plan helps you gain clarity about what you want to achieve. It helps you define your goals, break them down into actionable steps, and prioritize them. And also a plan will help you track your progress, and then you can make adjustments to your plan if they're needed. And also it helps you manage your times and resources efficiently. And finally, actions. Actions are the most important step because without them, your dreams remain just that, dreams. Even small actions that don't seem exciting and important and don't bring immediate reward become meaningful if you know that in the end, they contribute to fulfilling your dream. I'll explain my words a little bit later. Next slide, please. So here we'd like to explain you what I meant by small actions that contribute to an exciting dream. And I would like to take this example from a story from a book that I already mentioned today, John Maxwell's book, Your Roadmap for Success. So there was this reporter at a construction site who asked 3 different workers the same question. What are you doing? And the first one said, I'm earning a paycheck. The second one said, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm pouring concrete. And the third one was actually smiling as he worked. And he said, I'm building a shelter for the homeless. So each man was doing the same job, an important, seemingly job, but only the third one was motivated by a larger vision. The work he did was fulfilling a dream, and it made all his efforts more meaningful. And I personally can relate to that story because I'm also in the middle of building my own house. So each time I don't feel like taking on a new assignment or a new job, I just remind myself that every new assignment is another window, another door, or another tile for my house. And it motivates me. It gives me strength to push forward. And do we have anyone in the chat willing to share their dream, most cherished dream with us today? But do not take it lightly, because once you write your dream or say it out loud, you will have to commit because you are making a promise to yourself and you have to keep that promise. So I invite you to write down your dream in the chat if you're not shy, of course. But remember, once written, it is like set in stone. You'll have to work on it. And meanwhile, we can go to the next slide, please. Okay, so here we have an easy way for you to prioritize your goals. It's called the pyramid of goals. And for the sake of this particular exercise, goals here equal dreams. First, write down 5 of your goals. Then, for each goal, write down 5 reasons you want it, like your whys. And then for each why, assign a value from 1 to 10, reflecting how important it is for you. Then add up the values for each of those goals and divide the sum by 5. And you will get the average value of each of your goals. And finally, write down your goals into the pyramid, starting from the lowest value at the bottom to the highest value at the top. And for better clarity, let's go to the next slide, where we have an example how to do it. Okay, so here we have an example of, let's say you want to buy yourself a house in Spain. So your first reason would be, your first why would be to have a bigger space for your family. And it is so important for you that you give this reason a 10. Your second why would be to be next to the water and have fresh air. It is not as important as having a bigger space, but it's important enough. So you give it an 8. So your third why would be to learn surfing. And let's say to learn surfing has been your lifelong dream too. So they intertwine. So you give this particular reason a 9. And then the fourth reason would be to have a good school for your kids, because investing in your children's education is one of the most important investments you can make. So you give it a 10. And I think Churchill said that. And finally, your fifth reason is that it has always been your wife's or your husband's dream. We're trying not to be sexist here, okay? So we mentioned both spouses. So you give it a 10. We add up those values and get 47. Then we divide it by 5, and the final score is 9.4. And I strongly recommend you do this exercise at your own convenience, as it will definitely help you prioritize your goals and dreams. Take your time and remember that you are doing it first and foremost for yourselves. And I think it's going to be part of your homework as well. Let's go to the next slide, please. Yeah, and now allow me to introduce you, our next speaker. And in addition to everything that you can see written on this slide, I would like to add that it is great honor for me to be working alongside such an amazing person. So without further ado, I give you Armand Murnieks. Armand, you have the floor.
Hello everyone. So thank you, Dennis. Do you hear me well, guys?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
Loud
check
and
the
clear.
microphone.
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Yes. Do we have here people who doesn't know who I am? Who am I? So I see a lot of people we have here, so they know me. Okay, so I would like to say big thanks, Dennis, for you to start this training. And one of the reason let's say that we are doing this is because myself, guys, like I'm always doing the same things, always dreaming big. And you know that recently we have this collaboration with a very, very lucrative offer. And again, it didn't happen just overnight. It was happening since 2018. And one thing that I want to share with you before we will go further, one thing I would like to share with you is that sometimes you are meeting the people 2, 3, 4 years back, and then you don't know what at the end that you will get. What will be that journey that you will be doing from your side and someone else will be doing, and where this crossroad will meet each other. You don't know that. And the same happened to me. And the only reason why it happened, because I absolutely relate to everything that Dennis already said. Why? Because when you make the purpose for your dream, when you know exactly like what is the biggest goal, so then doesn't matter what's gonna happen in the life, doesn't matter if people will be supporting you or not, you will know exactly where you're going. And before we will go to the next chapter, before we will go to the next slide, I would like to pay a little attention on creating a vision. What exactly it means. Let me share with you my story, how I created my vision. I remember when I started this business in 2014, the two key factors I was taking, and please write them down. I was taking multi-level marketing business, and I was combining with a multi-level crowd investing business. And what I realized that there is a millions and millions and millions of different companies and leaders in multi-level marketing business. And what I discovered is that there were very few people who were kind of doing the multi-level crowd investing. And then I realized that if I will be moving into this direction, that I much more easier will be able to succeed, because less competitors are there. So today, maybe there is a little bit more than we had before in 2014. So, but one thing for sure is that you need to have a big vision, because your dream, which is attached to the vision, it becomes like a ultimate goal. And then you are just going through all these steps that then it just share with you. All right. So, and that will be with our multi-level crowd investing career. So please, next slide. Let's go to next slide. 5 steps. So here, 5 steps. Let's go to the step number 1, understanding the vision. Again, I will not going to share today nothing from the books, nothing from the trainings that I was participating on and learning from. I will be sharing today purely my experience, okay? Understanding the vision. So let's get a little bit deeper into what actually that's mean. The way how I say this is that if I understand where exactly will be the exit, it doesn't matter, it will be after 3 months, 1 month, 1 week, or it will be after 10 years. So the most importantly, you understand where is the exit. All right, where is the exit for your personal growth? Where is the exit for the some financial gain? Where is that exit? And then why this is important for me? Why? Like what it will give you? Because you need to you need to remember, so that your goal that you are setting up needs to have some some reward. So you have to reward yourself for doing a great job. And that could be at the beginning very small thing, and then bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's how you will be growing. All right. So clarity is important, because if you don't have clarity, guys, someone else will come and interfere. I don't know if you are aware, but since 2018, 17, 18, I've been given an offers to go and join another companies. I don't know, like 10 times a month. Sometimes it was even more than that. And all what people want, they want to take you out of your path, drag you out, bring to something different, showing you that this is a more lucrative, the grass is more greener on the other side. But you need to have this clear vision, and that clarity is important. So write it down, please. The first is why. Yes, the second, like why I'm doing this. The second one have to have that clear vision, and it needs to it needs to be clear not only for you, but also you need to explain it to the other people, like what exactly you want to achieve. The second one is inspiration. You should, with that vision that you have, you should inspire others. So I will share a quick story. I remember that I was on one of the training. It was 2015, 2016. I was on one of the training, and I was like sunk into the training. I was so active. I was jumping. I was like pumping my energy up. I was doing so many things in order for people to like come closer to me. And they were all the time asking, I don't know, Armand, what you have, but I would like to have what you have. And the reason why they were coming, because I was inspiring them. When from the moment that I was sharing like what I'm doing, and that clarity that I was sharing with them, which was aligned with my goals and the vision. So that's what inspiring the people. The people are inspired by you. They are not inspired by the company. They are not inspired by the product. They are inspired by you. Because I remember myself when I started all this journey, guys, I remember this. So I knew that I have a mentor and trainer, but then also I was thinking that if something will go wrong, if that person will not going to be able to do the things that let's say we are sharing that we are doing, so would I be standing up for that? And then I realized that I was always counting on myself. If I don't do some activity, nobody will follow. If you are today wondering why your leaders or why your downline or why your people are not here, this is because you are not active. You are not inspiring. You are putting the towel on yourself, and you are saying, oh, I will wait, and I will be, let's say, standing outside all this activity. But if you know that this is something that really aligned to your dream, aligned to your goals, then you will be doing, you will go out, you will find someone, I don't know, in the government or some big guys, so who will be coming and joining hands together with you. And then that will be inspiration for the other people. So inspiration is starting from you, all right? Alignment. Your vision should align with your values in the long-term goals. So this is a very crucial part, the way that I already explained. So when you know where you go, so you can bring others with you. If you understand these two things, all right? So I mean, like understanding the vision, components of the strong vision, if you agree with that, or disagree. So let's vote from the 1 to 10. 10, I clearly understand what you mean. 1, I don't understand. 5, I need more examples. I need more to explain. I need that insight. Okay, so please put in the chat. Okay, great. So we have all tenors. That's good. So that means we can move to the next slide. And the next slide is about creating your vision statement. So first thing that I did, and I showed that on my other trainings, what I have, I still have my goal pyramid of goals. I have still why, my whys. And I remember one of my why. By the way, do you want me to share my whys? You do. And please take a water. Take a water, because water is very important. Stay hydrated, okay? All right, so I see a lot of people asking. Okay, guys. So one of my why, and that is the biggest why, is that it happened in 2014. When I joined the training, similar training, I realized that I love the company, I love the vision, and I would like to be one of. And then the trainer was saying that Arnold was saying that you need to sit down and you need to visualize, like close your eyes and visualize the why, your why you want to accomplish it. And then when thinking, all right, so maybe I would like to have money. Maybe I would like to have, like a better place to live. Maybe that is like my biggest why is to finally find a wife and find a lady, get married, have a wife and get a kid. So, but then I thought that all will come along with that. But my why, I wanted to make it much more bigger. And what I did, when I close my eyes, I start to picture like a big, big, big mansion. And in that big mansion, there is a hallway. And in the hallway, there is some kind of painting. And on the painting, there are several faces, and one of the faces are mine. And in that hallway, there was some children. And they were looking at the painting, and one of the person, probably, I don't know, like grandma, was saying, look at that picture. One of the face is your grandfather. And because of him, because of his dedication, we are able to live today better life. And that was actually like that picture. I don't have it yet. Like I'm looking for someone who will painting, but that picture that I created, I'm still seeing it. And every day when I have a bad days, when I have a very, let's say, depressed, right? I'm always imagining that picture. I'm recalling back myself to that very moment, and I'm looking and saying, I started all this not because of one day to surrender. I started all this because of my vision, and I would like to accomplish it. So when I'm doing this day after a day, I understand, and this is like an anchor, I understand that this anchor is pulling me, even if you don't have any more strength, if you don't have any more power to do, if you don't have any more some motivation to do it, that anchor that I put in 2014, it's pulling me every single day, and miracles are starting to appearing. So I don't know if you're following my social media, you probably already seen that I had a meeting. This is already the second meeting with His Royal Highness in his palace, and we are talking about my crazy ideas. And he's also getting inspired. Very soon we will, like they're saying here, inshallah, we will, very soon we will have this handshake, and maybe even we will have, some webinar together. But the person being motivated by your crazy ideas. And this is the result, guys, of two things. Two very simple things: setting up the vision, understanding the vision, putting this strong visualization, and creating that statement that one day I will achieve this. One day I will make this happen. One day I will be like proud of every activity that I did. Think about that. Think about your future self. Like how you picture yourself. What are you doing? What you have? Because I remember that I was dreaming about one day to live in a luxury place, one day to drive in a luxury with a luxury car, one day to wear luxury stuff. Today, I don't need that anymore, because once you achieve it, you understand that all that was temporary. It was a temporary reward for yourself that you did good job. And then your values are shifting from material things into something bigger, into something meaningful. And what we are doing here today, guys, we are giving the chance to the people to completely change their life. If you are ready to change your life, if you are ready to take an action, if you are sick and tired of doing nothing, being bored, then say I in the chat. Say I to yourself and say, I gonna do that. I'm sick and tired of all these things that are happening in the world. I would like to come and be the change. I am the change. It's not the company who is changing me. It's not the product that is changing me. I am a change. And look at Dennis. This is a bright example. This man is a bright example. He's just like saying, I will fight for this. I will take this opportunity. I was all years calling like I'm a gamer, I'm a nonsense, like I'm doing the stupid thing. And look at him right now. He is stepping up. He is upgrading himself. He is taking the new opportunity, and he is saying, I am the change. If this came to my hands, then I will make it happen. And we will be able, guys, to achieve anything that we think it's even impossible. When people said that we will make security token, and they said, haha, are you kidding me? The security token, there's no law, there's no regulation, it's a so raw. What are you talking about? And even the billionaires, when they see today the results, they are saying, oh my God, you did it. And they are changing the attitude towards you. Before you were nonsense, before you were a dreamer, before you were a person who has this crazy idea. Today, you are the person who are, and they are admiring you for all the activities that you took, because you didn't give up. And that is what it's all about, to have this clear vision. It's about for you to never give up. Even if everyone will give up, you have to stay strong. And this is my personal daily activity. Every day I'm motivating myself. Every day I'm motivating my friends, my colleagues, and sometimes even they motivating me. So we are motivating each other to not gonna give up, to always remember why we are here, what is our why, and what was our vision. So please write it down. This is a very powerful tool. You will never ever skip your path. You will never ever go wrong if you will have this clear vision. Write it down. Everything that I share with you, this is my personal experience. I started the journey when I was with a broken back. I had no even opportunity to have a work. I remember that when I went to the job center, I said that I have a back injury, and they said, oh, we can offer you the job. You will be a telesales. You will be picking up the phone and selling the stuff that we will give you. I said, really? That is all what you offer me? I made for more. My mom gave me the birth, not just for me to be a teleseller. I came here to do something meaningful. And that is, again, everything is related to the vision. All right? So write down right now, take your time, write down exactly first, what is your vision? Why you are doing this? What you want to achieve? Write it down, please. Thank you everyone for your comments. I really appreciate. Thank you. Okay, so I hope that right now you have to have already first point. So let's go back to one slide, please, everyone. One slide back. No, one slide back. Everyone, take your pen and paper, and we will have 1 minute for you to write down exactly the goal that aligns with your vision. Okay? When you do that, then clarity. So write down the reasons why this vision is clear for you. Inspiration, like a why it motivates you. And alignment in a long term, like a why. Okay, so 1 minute gone. So let's go to the next slide. Write down, please, your core values. What matters most to you? Think about your ideal future. If you won't have any limits, if imagine that, I don't know, like a Rockefeller, so he gave you his credit card where you can just swipe and get everything that you want. So I don't know what you're gonna do. Like you have this golden magic card with no limits of money. What you gonna do? Where do you see yourself? What you gonna like? What you will be doing daily? And now, when you have all that, so they craft a statement that encapsulates your vision. So we will give you the homework to use different techniques to visualize and manifest your vision. But again, one of the things that I'm using is that you probably see that. And who is doing the same? Before something I'm doing, I'm always going to the Facebook Live, or I'm doing some social media post, and I'm making the statement that this is where I'm heading. This is what I'm planning to do. The one of the reasons why I'm doing this, in order for me to not gonna give up, in order for me to not gonna have a, you know, like a exit plan, in order for me to achieve it, in order for me to make it happen. The only reason why I'm going out and saying out loud the things that I'm planning to do, it's only for this reason. Because then you are not, let's say, you are not able to skip. So what else I'm doing? I already showed this in India, Mizoram, where I've been. So I showed already my techniques. So all what I'm doing in order for me to be active, passionate, full of energy every single day, I'm doing the physical activities. And that's what I learned from Tony Robbins. So he's a great mentor. He's my great coach and inspirational person. I'm really thankful for that training that I was attending every day before the meetings, before like I'm going and talking to someone or doing some activity. I'm always either jumping or I'm doing some push-ups or I'm doing some physical activity in order for me to feel that my blood is circulating, running around, so that I have energy, that and with that energy I'm sending the message. And funny enough is that, guys, like I was able to sign up so many deals, not because of I'm smart, but because of this energy. People loves energy. People want to connect with energy, especially nowadays. The energy is the biggest answer, is a key of success. Yes, exactly, Patricia. Trampoline is a very good thing. So you can jump higher and you can do that more often, more active, longer. Okay, so hopefully you already wrote it down. So this is absolutely must have. Next line, please. Break your vision into the goals. I'm always saying that imagine that you are you are setting up on your GPS, you are setting up the endpoint, like a point B. That it doesn't matter where you're going. Okay, you go to the nearest city, and that is your let's say that is your like a end result that you want to get. Okay, and then in order to get there, you need to have a pit stops. You need to have some points where you will be, I don't know, going to the washroom, or you will be having some lunch. Like you need to have this pit stop. Even for the petrol, like to refill the petrol, you need to know exactly where you're gonna stop. And this is your goals. Because when you dream, and that should be like a very big and ambitious dream, but then in order to get the dream, you need to all the time break it down into the goals, and every goal need to be specific, like created with the actions. What I need to do today in order to achieve my goal tomorrow, in order for that goal to bring me to the next goal, and that next goal to the next goal, which will bring me to my dream. Take small steps. It doesn't matter what it is. If you today are not very good at public speaking, if you are not good at presenting, guys, start with a small thing. I did it. I know Mila did it. We were taking just like one slide, and we stand on the front of the mirror and we were reading that slide. We were talking about the slide. We did all these kind of things in order for us to look at us first, to even I was recording myself, and this is a very good technique, guys, that you can use when you, for example, are planning to go do the webinar and you are shy, or you want to have some Zoom call with some of your friends and you don't know what to do. So do this small step. Take any device. So it could be telephone, computer. Telephones everyone has. So just put the telephone, turn the camera, make like a selfie, and put on a video mode and record your speech. Just record it. Try 10 times. First time you will see when you will watch it, you will see that it's not exactly what you want. The second time you will know that what you need to take away. The third version you will watch, maybe you will feel that your voice is not correct, or maybe you want to say something different. But I can guarantee you, after 10 attempts, you will be able to not only have a meeting with your friends via Zoom but you will be also able to get live and speak in front of the audience. And this is a little step. This is a one of example how to achieve it. And of course, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody believes in you. You can't even expect that someone will believe in you if you don't. People are following the people who have belief in themselves. They have a certainty in themselves. They have a clarity where they are going, what they're planning to achieve, and they don't have any doubt. Believe in yourself, guys. Next slide. Strategy to make your dreams and goals reality. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. First, review and reflection. Importance of reflecting your dreams and goals. The second thing, all right, is staying inspired. I already shared that with you. So this is just for you as a conclusion. Building support network. This is a very important. So that is the reason why for this training, we will have a separate chat. We will be helping you. We will be, supporting you. We will be even doing one-on-one Zoom calls in order for you to have first tries in just sharing your dreams. And here in this safe environment, you can share even the most ambitious dreams and goals. Don't be shy, because if you will share that with the people, people will share back to you, and you will see that everyone here are a little bit crazy, and this is normal. Celebrating the milestones. We will be in this particular chat, we will be celebrating together, like a little steps. If you made the first video, then we will be cheering together with you. And the reason why we do that, because you need to have this safe environment. You need to have this like a boot camp where everyone can be vulnerable, to share even some bad things, but everyone here will be for one purpose only, is to support you. Okay? And positive mindset. So I'm already asked the moderators to put, some positivity. Today is so many negativity around us. Everyone is talking negative things. But if we will be sunk into the negativity, tell me, what will be our thoughts about? What we will be thinking on a daily basis if everyone will be coming to you and, just putting a little bit of negativity? Negative news, negative comments, negative outcomes, negative results, negative politician statements. What's going to happen? We will be positive or negative? Tell me, please. Do you want to be positive or you want to be more negative? Who would like to be positive? Say I would like to be positive. Get me into the group where we will be sharing only positive news. Positive, of course. We all want to be positive. We want to align with the positivity. Thank you. I also would like to be in the group where people will be sharing the little achievement. I don't know. It's like I managed to pick up the phone and call my friend and share the opportunity. And we will be saying, my God, well done. Doesn't matter what is happening in the world, right? So I would like to, before we will go to the homework, I would like to share with you the quick story where I realized how important it is to be on the positive side. And that was before me and Mila, so we were let's say facing the issue that one of the project wasn't getting the way where it should go because of the force majeure that happened in the world. And I remember, so we had that meeting. We were looking into each other's eyes, and obviously we were down. Like both of us, we completely smashed. It's like we were planning for 1 year to go one direction, and 1 month, literally before we make that thing happen, it just everything falls apart and everything needs to be restructured. And we were looking into each other's eyes and said, okay, what we gonna do? We can cry, we can complain, we can, I don't know, blame someone, or we can start to look for the different ways or for the different direction. And I remember, so we had one exercise, and we will do that exercise later on. Probably it will be on day 5, maybe 4. One of the exercise was about our reasons why. And what if we will make it, and what if we won't? And I remember that when we completed together using the Zoom, we looked into each other's eyes and said, you know what? So obviously we need to make it happen. And I remember back then I had a meeting with one of the trainer, Igor Rybakov. So he's a Russian multi-billionaire. And I sat with him. I was sharing this to him, and he said, Armand, you know, like I know some people. His name is Vitalik Buterin, and he's saying this and that and that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like getting sunk in to negativity. And I remember I called Mila and I said, Mila, you know what? We must do that. We must accomplish in order for me to go back to this person and say him, hey, listen, we did it. And after 1 year, it happened on the 28th of September, we finally launched the security token. And then when I called that multi-billionaire with a great people around him who were talking negativity, and I said, hey, listen, we did it. And he said, well done. So this is very important, that doesn't matter. Even the higher authorities can drag you into the negativity, but you have to always stay in a positive environment, because that positive environment will be helping you to overcome any challenges, any fears, any doubts, and trust me, together we can make it. Next slide. So homework for today. We will do that as well. So I have my old dream board. I will be working on this as well. That's why let's commit. Okay, so right now, let's do this. Put in a chat word commit. Okay, commit to first. We all will create a new dream board and we will share in the group. Every single one of us. Okay. The second, read one book. I can tell you that today I'm reading the book, and I really suggest you guys, if you have it, to get that book. It's a Sheikh CEO. This is about the Sheikh Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, and his crazy vision about Dubai, the way that they made it. I'm really blown away with that book. Okay, so inspirational biography, that is must have. Also, I read Richard Branson, John Maxwell, and many authors. One of the recent I read, it was about Jack Ma. I was impressed about his journey. By the way, he been told for 10 consistent years that Alibaba will fail. 10 years, every single day, people were telling him that Alibaba will fail, that he will not going to be able to make it, that everything, this is a crazy idea and nobody needs it. And look what he accomplished. And the very important thing is that he is not showing off. He's not coming out and saying, hey, you know, like all of you, I don't want to use that word. You understand what I mean, right? Visualization. So this is important every morning. So let's commit that we will be having either praying or meditation, whatever you prefer, guys, just to visualize your biggest dream, like what you want to see as a come through. Okay, so this is what everyone for this period of time of this training course, all of us, we will do that. Okay, so the next one, the pyramid of the goals. Dennis already showed you, so we will do that again together. And I really would like to see that all of us, including myself and all of the other people who are in this training, who are listening to this training, all of us, we will be doing this as our own commitment. Okay, letter to the future self. So this will be again, if you want to share, you can share. If you don't want to share, no problem. But this is a very important, and on the one of the latest later meetings that we will have in form of this training, I will show you my letter of future self. Do you want to see that? Do you want to read my letter that I wrote in 2014? Yes, I will share that with you. Okay, so but only once we get there, and I will share with you when all of us, we will commit to this homework. All right, role model. Role model is important. Again, I mentioned today several, Dennis mentioned today several. You need to find your one. Okay, and motivation, of course. Do you want to hear my motivational audios? Again, I will share with you. Let's do that probably on third or fourth training. I will share with you my motivational videos. Oh, okay, no. I will share audios in the group, all right? After all of us, we will put this homework. Sounds good? All of us, we will do the homework. When the moderator will say the homework is done, I will share with you all my audios that I'm using daily, weekly, monthly, which is inspiring me. Perfect. That will be the start of your toolkit. And right now, I would like to ask moderator to put the next video. Next slide. So you can take a screenshot. So today we unlock the first box. You get the key. And that is about the dreams and goals. Tomorrow, there will be effective communication. And of course, that will be presented by one and only Mila Serdukova. So she's very good at that particular skill. That's why let's all commit that we are doing the first thing today. Again, we don't have to finish the homework till tomorrow. Okay, don't get us guys wrong. This will be done over the period of the course. But tomorrow, the Mila will share all her, let's say, insights and the bits and pieces for her secrets for effective communication. Okay? Perfect. Next slide. Next slide, where we have a video. We should have a video. Dennis, do we have a video? We're supposed to have video, no?
Yeah. Let's wait for the moderators to put it up.
Mhm. Thank you,
And by the way,
everyone.
sorry, Armand, this video is not going to be translated because it has very upbeat music on it. So,
Mhm.
guys, if you wanna see the translation, then what you need to do is to follow the link, and the moderators will give you the link, and then you can put on the automated YouTube translation into your own language.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that. So that in the group, right? So, and where is the access to the group? So everyone is there. Everyone is a group, right? Okay. Thank you so much for today's let's say kickstart of the training. And yes, like all the videos, everything will be shared in a group. And please, let's make a one commitment, okay? One more commitment that on a Saturday, we will have a webinar. And every single one of you, in order for you to get the result, to get the first little baby steps accomplished, if you need myself to help you to talk to someone, to your friend, like please, you can request in the group, and I will be allocating the time to help you also to talk to your friends or families who have some questions about what we are doing, because myself and all of us, we are here for one purpose, to help you to get your dreams and goals to be achievable. Okay? Great. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Please, everyone, follow this link, get into the group, and we will have all the information posted in this group. It's a MLCI Mastery Bootcamp. See you all there. Thank you. And Dennis, thank you so much for your amazing first training in our company. As I would say, the person who is today leading the new gaming, not industry, but field. Huh? Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
I'm here to talk about success. The first rule of success is to have a vision. You see, if you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you drift around and you never end up anywhere. I mean, as you know, I was born in 1947 in Austria after the Second World War. So I was very fortunate that I stumbled onto my vision. And I didn't really like Austria when I grew up. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I couldn't see myself becoming a farmer or a worker in a factory or anything like that, even though my parents wanted me to stay there and have a normal life. But that was their vision, not mine. My vision was totally different. I felt that I was born for something special, for something unique, for something big. Then one day I went to school. I remember I was 11 years old, and they showed a documentary about America. And there they showed in this documentary the huge skyscrapers, the high-rises, the huge bridges, the 6-lane freeways, and all of this stuff. And I said to myself, that's where I want to be. I don't want to be around here with these little farmhouses and these little buildings. I want to be in America. One day after school, I walked by a store in Graz. So I went inside and I looked around, and then I saw a magazine. I saw a bodybuilding magazine that had Reg Park on the cover. Reg Park was then a 3-time Mr. Universe. And I saw him on the big screen as Hercules. I read that and I said to myself, wow, this is the blueprint for my life. This is exactly what I want to do. I want to become a bodybuilding champion just like Reg Park. I want to get into movies just like Reg Park. And I want to make millions of dollars and be rich and famous just like Reg Park. Do you know how great it felt that I knew where I was going? Imagine the majority of people don't know where they're going. I knew where I was going, that I'm going to become this bodybuilding champion just like him. So it was just a question of how do you do it? I was so relieved because when you have a goal, when you have a vision, everything becomes easy. So people always ask me, when they saw me in the gym in the pumping iron days, they say, why is it that you're working out so hard? 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and you have always a smile on your face. And I told people all the time, I said, because to me, I'm shooting for a goal. In front of me is the Mr. Universe title. So every rep that I do gets me closer to accomplishing that goal, to make this goal, this vision turn into reality. Every single set that I do, every repetition, every weight that I lift will get me a step closer to turn this goal into reality. So I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound squat. I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound bench press. I couldn't wait to do another 2,000 reps of sit-ups. I couldn't wait for the next exercise. At the age of 20, I went to London and I won the Mr. Universe contest as the youngest Mr. Universe ever. And it was because I had a goal. So let me tell you something, visualizing your goal and going after it makes it fun. You got to have a purpose no matter what you do in life. You got to have a purpose. 74% hate their job in America. Now, there is not much different when you come to Europe. The majority of people don't like what they're doing because they're really not doing it because they didn't have a goal and they followed this goal. They just aimlessly drift around and then all of a sudden there's a job opening, so they get that job because you have to work. But then when you work, it's a chore. It's work. It's not fun. So if you think about only a quarter of the people really enjoy what they're doing in life, that is unbelievable if you think about it. So I felt so blessed that I knew what I was doing. It's like a medical student that studies and knows he wants to become a doctor. You know where to go. And the same thing is also in politics. I remember that in politics, I had a very clear vision that I will be the leader of California. This is as far as I could go because I was not born in America, so I could not run for president. So being the governor of the fifth largest state, I should say the largest state, the fifth largest economy in the world, was for me really the ultimate title, the ultimate accomplishment in politics. So even though people came up to me and says, why don't you go and run for something smaller, you're never gonna make it. I ran for governor and then 2 months later I became governor of the state of California. Again, because I had a very clear vision what I'm gonna do with California. So that's rule number one, have a vision. Rule number two is, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the naysayers. Everything I ever did, the thing that I heard out of people's mouth was, that's impossible. That can't be done. Or no. That is exactly what I heard, and of course I proved to the people that it can't be done. So whenever someone said to me, it can't be done, I heard, it can be done. When they said no, I heard yes. And when they said it's impossible, I heard it is possible. I'm a strong believer of what Nelson Mandela said, that everything is always impossible until someone does it. Well, I'm going to be the one, I said to myself, I'm going to do it and I'm going to show it to them. Maybe it has never been done before. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm going to do it. And I did not listen to the naysayers. It's all about the hard work that you put in. I said to myself, in bodybuilding, I worked out 5-6 hours a day. I'm going to do the same thing now for acting. And of course, I went to college to study English. I studied the accent removal, acting classes, and all of this stuff. all day long. I worked and I worked and I worked. And within a short period of time, I made one movie called Hercules in New York, which of course went right into the toilet. But it didn't discourage me. I still had the same vision. And then all of a sudden I did Streets of San Francisco. I did Stay Hungry and Pumping Iron and The Villain. And then all of a sudden I was asked by Dino De Laurentiis and by Universal Studio to star in Conan the Barbarian. And after I did Conan the Barbarian, the director at the press conference said to the press, the director was John Milius. He said to the press, if we wouldn't have had Arnold, we would have had to build one. So think about that. The very body that they said can never be sold because the time is wrong. A few years later, I'm doing Conan the Barbarian, and it was the #1 hit at the box office when it came out in the summer of '82. Think about that. And the director says, if we wouldn't have had his body, we would have had to build one. So all of a sudden, my body became an asset, not a liability. And the same thing was with Terminator. After we were finished filming Terminator, Jim Cameron said to the press, if Arnold wouldn't have had that accent and talked like a machine, I think the movie wouldn't have worked. So think about that. The body and the accent that they attacked was an asset. But I didn't listen to those losers. I didn't listen to them at all. It's just the reality of it is that you cannot listen to the naysayers. So this is a very important lesson for all of you. So when someone says, no, this is a stupid idea, you in your mind, you don't have to say it, but in your mind just say this of you asshole. What do you know?